It's Spartan basketball on TV3. Tonight, the Connersville Spartans are at South Dearborn High School. From Aurora, Indiana. Hi, everybody, with Ron Wadley. This is Fran Schummel, and nearing tip-off of this Eastern Indiana Conference game. This is the pregame Spartan show, brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. The Spartans conference win was over Rushville. South Dearborn's came over Franklin County. Ron, every game is important, but a conference game takes on added importance.
Oh, without question, it takes on added importance. It takes on importance because we lost the title last year after holding on to it for 3-4 years. We want it back. We're hungry, and this is the second game of that conference regain the title.
That's right. The Spartans have that in mind when come February, so we'll know here. The Knights are 3-3 on the season. Their other two losses were to Rising Sun and Jacksonville. They have wins over Holmes, Kentucky, Madison, and Boone, Kentucky. And Spartan coach Kerry Brown comments about the Knights team. Coach, you're South Dearborn tonight in an important conference game, and I know your kids well aware of what's at stake tonight.
Yeah, big conference game on the road. We've got a little bit of experience now after opening up 4 games at Spartan Bowl, then getting on the road last week. I think was a good thing for us. Hostile atmosphere playing on the road, and it's going to be like that tonight. So at least we've got a little bit of experience dealing with playing on the road and what comes with that. So big conference game, a game that we're going to have to play well tonight.
Team's 3-3. What kind of a game are you expecting from the Knights?
You know, they play really hard. They're hard-nosed. They run up and down the floor. They like to get a lot of shots up, a lot of threes, transition. They trap on defense. They pressure on defense. So, we're going to see some things tonight probably that we haven't seen in terms of just their type of game style. And we'll see how we adjust to it. It's a learning experience. We've gone over everything that they're going to see, but until you get out there in the heat of the moment, sure, you're never quite sure how you're going to respond or react to it.
They score in the 60s, so that means they don't like to slow down. So what does a coach do?
Well, if they have to take it out of the net, that'll slow them down, number one. That's the first thing I think. If they're not turning us over, they get a lot of their fast break stuff on turnovers and missed shots. So we need to do a good job executing in the half court, making shots. Our defensive transition is based on not giving up layups. So as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do from a transition standpoint, we should take away some of those transition opportunities. And if we're not getting that done, we're probably going to go home with a loss tonight because they do get up and down the floor a lot, and it has to be something. It is something that we've made paramount as we've prepared for this game this week in practice.
Following the game last week, Saturday night, had kind of an unusual ending, I thought.
Yeah, twice, or at least once, we thought the game was over with. The first time, they put 0.3 of a second back on the clock. I don't know. I saw 2 referees waving it off, and one guy came in and convinced them to put 0.3 of a second on. So they did, and it was a jump ball situation. We did a great job getting a stop and getting on the floor and causing a jump ball, and the arrow went our way. So we had to take it out again with 0.3 of a second to go. And I think they actually fouled us before the ball was inbounded, but then they went ahead and waved off that second one, and we shook hands and walked off the floor. First time that we'd beaten Pendleton on their floor that I know about, and I went back as far as I could and researched it. So that's a tough place to play, and it was a really good win for our kids in this young season.
I know you guys and the coaching staff and the team very proud of getting a victory there, as you point out. Could be the first time ever.
Well, we beat him at the bowl. We beat him at Newcastle in the sectional.
Right.
And as far as I could go back on that John Harrell's website, even when like Matt Howard played here, they didn't win up there. And those were some really good Connersville teams then. We've had some good teams since then with, Grant and Garrett and Bo and those guys going through. And just it's been a tough place to play.
How's the health of the Spartans?
Well, we're down 1 still. Bodwell won't play tonight either, and he probably won't play tomorrow, it doesn't look like, so we're just hoping to get him back. Everybody else is okay.
What is injury, my coach?
It's a foot injury. If you remember the Shelbyville game, he went down under the basket and they landed on his leg. It's an ankle foot injury. And he's just under the trainer's care right now. I mean, he's no contact in practice. He's doing some light weight bearing type things, but other than that, we're just waiting on him to get cleared to play.
It's no break, is it?
No, it's not a break. I don't know what I'm really at liberty to say to the public, so I'll just leave it at he's got a lower leg injury, and he's close, I think, to getting back.
Thanks, Coach, and have a great night tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ron, Coach Kerry Brown brings up to date on what to expect tonight.
Well, I tell you what I expect from the Spartans is that solid defense, and he mentioned earlier, and there what caught my eye was the fact that they get a lot of their points off turnovers. We got to play solid offensive.
That's right.
With very little turnovers.
That's right.
This Spartan Sportsnet Game of the Week is brought to you by Union Savings and Loan. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you are in need of financing. They also have a trust department, and with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street, Union Savings and Loan is truly Connersville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan. People you know, neighbors you trust.
Spartans have won 5 straight games, so they want to keep the 0 in that one column. And
well, especially with this being a conference game you talked about, definitely got to walk out here with a victory.
They have the second best defensive average in the state at 29.4. They were leading until they allowed Pendleton to score 44 points.
Well,
so.
that game, as you talked about with Kerry, we walked out with a victory.
True. Right,
walked out with a victory. That's all that matters.
And they are polled this week, aren't they?
Yeah, 4th. Connersville ranked 4th, which we know Kerry well enough that that's probably something that's not even talked about.
No, I don't think he dwells on that. How about some lineups?
Yes, for the South Dearborn Knights, they are led by Alex Shackelford. He's a 6-foot senior, number 1. Toby Tiki is a 5'10 junior, number 3. Eli Hoffman's a 6'1 sophomore, number 11. He's out of the other guard position. In the front court for the South Dearborn Knights, Quentin Stevens, a 6-foot junior, number 12. He's at one of the forward positions. And Reese Willoughby is a 6'2 sophomore, number 23. Connersville Spartans, they are led by Jonah Graham. He's a 5'7 junior, number 5. Clay Garrison's a 5'10 senior, number 10. And rounding out the trifecta of guards for the Connersville Spartans is Toby Billups. He's a 5'10 sophomore, number 12. Ethan Smith's a 6'3 senior, number 34 at one of the forward positions. And Jacob Brown is a 6'7
okay,
senior,
Ron,
number
this
50.
has been the Spartan pregame show brought to you by Union Savings and Loan since 1892, Connersville's hometown bank. South Dearborn Knights, as we mentioned again, are 3-3, and they have an offensive average of 6.7 points a game, and the defensive average is real close to that. It's at 67.8. The Spartans, on the other hand, have scored 40.8 points a game, offensive average, and again, their defensive average is 29.4. Tough loss for the Lady Spartans in tonight's first ball game. Final score was the Lady Knights of South Dearborn 30, and the Lady Spartans of Connersville 23.
Yeah, it was a tough game for the Lady Spartans to lose. There were times where they were making a good comeback and playing solid, but just too little too late.
Yeah, they got close a couple times, but couldn't quite get over the hump, as you said. Tonight's ball game on TV3 of the Spartans at South Dearborn is being brought to you by American Heritage Realty. Buying or selling, see American Heritage first. Reed Health Connersville, we are here to help you. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, free delivery. The number to call, 825-6251. Don's Auto Sales and Tires, major brand tires at very affordable prices. Edward Jones, financial advisor, making sense of investing.
This Spartan game on TV3 is also being brought to you by FCN Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Polis Flooring, a wide selection of quality flooring, plus expert installation. Mancino's Pizza and Grinder is a great place to eat in Connersville. Try a Spartan Classic. Urban Wickler Funeral Home, call 825-1761 or 458-0745 and ask about pre-planning services. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, an independent agency representing numerous companies for your every need, and by the Eye Center of Connersville. Complete eye care for every member of your family.
Okay, just about set to go. They are finishing up now, announcing the starting five, the team and the starting five for this South Dearborn team. Again, not 3-3 on the season. The Spartans 5-0 on the season.
We've talked about this many times when we're in the friendly confines of the bowl of how special it is to see our pregame. And here at South Dearborn, I was sort of expecting the lights to go out to kind of be an event like we have and not. And also comparing the crowds, we're on our side, but you can the camera is showing their side, but you not seeing that we have just as much, maybe more people on our side than their side. ADs love seeing us on their schedule.
Oh, well.
The faithful travels.
But absolutely, Spartan fan base. I don't think there's anyone better than that.
No.
Here we go as the Spartans break first from around their coach and come onto the floor. Leading the scorer for the Spartans is Jacob Brown. He has an average of 12.4.
Yeah, the Spartans are well balanced this year, Fran, as far as scoring wise, and that's just to the team concept that these boys have. And you mentioned earlier about South Dearborn scoring 60-something points a game. They have not seen a defense like this.
That's true. Reese Willoughby, number 23, jump center for South Dearborn, and for the Spartans, of course, is Jacob Brown, who is 6'7". Ball is in the air and batted out of bounds. Nice save, though, by Tony Billups. Nope, not a save.
Yeah.
I thought the ref ruled that he batted the ball back onto the court as he went out of bounds, but
nice hustle there from Toby.
yeah, not the case. And so South Dearborn has the first shot at the basket, and it's a three put up and in by their center, Willoughby.
Yeah, that's not, you don't want that guy to. Well, actually, you want the big guy to shoot from outside, but if he's going to shoot like that,
that's right.
Get a hand in his face.
It's kind of unusual for him.
Yeah.
Here's Garrison for the Spartans. Out to Smith. Ethan, hands off, back to Garrison.
South Dearborn looking to force Connersville into a lot of turnovers. Again, that's where they get a lot of their points is off the turnovers.
Brown works the ball.
There it is.
Feeds off. Shot rims by Jonah Graham, and the rebound goes to the Knights.
Yeah, that was
up court.
That was a good shot there from Jonah. We had our bigs underneath the basket, but unfortunately, and again, that's what South Dearborn's good at too. They're good at getting the glass and controlling the boards.
Shackelford firing, missing on the three attempt.
That's terrible.
This time the rebound goes to the Spartans. Garrison in front court.
A nice move. He's going all the way.
Drives down. Tries to lay one up and in, but it won't go. The rebound, South Dearborn.
Yeah, that surprised he missed that.
Come the Knights.
Toby was hoping to get a call right there.
Right. Somebody hit the floor, but another three by 23. Willoughby.
Yeah, that's a second three for him, and now they're up 6-0.
Garrison across the timeline. Smith will drive along the baseline. Whistle sounds. He made the basket, but it will not count.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell who they're going to call on that. I would call that on
calling a foul
Stevens.
on Stevens, right. game's first.
Yeah, we're totally opposite of where we normally are. We're usually right by the score table so I can see what what they score.
Smith was triggered in for Connersville under their basket.
Obviously that's not a
There's
good
a
pass at all. That was terrible.
Inbound
Nice steal.
Taken off by Shackelford, but he loses control. There was a loose
Nice
ball
hustle.
on the floor, finally picked up by Billups of Connersville. Here's Graham.
Yeah, it's just slow down a little bit, relax, and don't give them an opportunity to keep the momentum.
Smith drives the lane. Ball knocked away from him. No foul called.
Yeah, the South Dearborn is doing exactly what Carey worried about in the very beginning, and that's they're disrupting us very much, and keeping us out of rhythm. And
Turnover by the Spartans gives the ball out of bounds to South Dearborn.
Right now they've capitalized on all of our turnovers and turned them into points.
Yes.
We haven't done anything.
This is Huffman with the ball. No, we haven't had any really, one good shot, but
that was
other
Jonas.
than that, you're right. There's a offensive foul called on a North Dearborn player, a South Dearborn player, on Willoughby, was it?
Yeah,
Willoughby?
I thought it was
yeah,
Willoughby.
number 23.
Nice.
He's their leading point maker, so he picks up a foul.
That's the only way
team second, his first.
Stop him from scoring.
Smith will inbound, taken by Billups. Toby hustles it across the timeline, feeds over to Garrison on the far side.
Just got to get set.
Ball taken by the Spartans. Here's Brown with a turnaround shot that goes up and in from the free throw line.
Nice move there from Jacob. He's got a lot of those shots this year where, he just backs it a little bit and turns and does that little bit of that hook. That was more of not a nice.
The ball knocked away from South Dearborn player. Nice defense move by the Spartans, Clay Garrison.
How many times have we seen that this year, Fran, where we've picked a pocket like that?
Right. He's standing here with the ball momentarily.
Nice
up and in. Layup up and in by Ethan Smith.
Using height right there, using quickness, and using strength, Ethan Smith on that move right there.
Cuts the lead for South Dearborn to 2. 6-4. We're in the opening minutes of this ball game from South Dearborn.
That's a walk. Oh.
Whistle stops the play as a South Dearborn player goes down. That's number 3, and that's a 5'10 junior by the name of Toby Teke, T-E-K-E. How you spell his last name.
Last couple of times South Dearborn came down, they fouled, and we forced a turn. But that was just somebody fell asleep.
Oh, nice move to the basket, and the ball put up and in by Teke.
Yeah, I was going to say we forced some turnovers to turn them into points, but that just was somebody fell asleep on that.
Down. Taken out by Ethan Smith. Over to Graham it goes on the left side. Smith will fire long and miss for the Spartans. Rebounding Brown, and he works the ball over to Graham, and number 5 hits a 3.
Yeah, that was just pure muscle there from Jacob to get that rebound and see, the closest guy in red, and Jonah just nailed it in there. Boy, Toby's pounded inside.
8-7 South Dearborn with 3:55 on the first quarter clock. There's a turnover by South Dearborn. Spartan having the ball.
So far, it looks like right now South Dearborn is playing a little bit over their head, and we just haven't got set yet.
I think you're right. Yeah. There's a lineup change. 23 Willoughby leaves for the South Dearborn team.
Well, Wicks came in for us, and then
replaced by number 24 Daly.
And Cole Martin came in for us as well. So we got Wicks and Martin in.
Smith with the ball, works it to Martin. Cole back to the basket,
inside.
drives for the goal.
Beautiful.
And nice move by Cole Martin to get a shot to drop for him.
Very nice move.
And the Spartans had a lead for the first time tonight, 9-8.
Yeah, again, we're on a 9-2 run after that 6-0 start from South Dearborn.
Yes.
Look at it, just nice defense from Ethan right there. Nice
steal for the Spartans momentarily, and
I thought,
South Dearborn gets it right back. Here's Shackelford with an open shot.
Yeah, he walked clearly.
There was a turnover called, I think, on.
Yeah, Daly walked
on South Dearborn before the shot by Shackelford. So score remains 9-8. Spartans will have the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, the Spartans just definitely have just really righted their ship where they just seem a little bit disheveled at the beginning.
Garrett Wicks is in the lineup for CHS. Has the ball right now. Taken over by Billups. Man-to-man defense by the Knights against the Spartans.
And the Spartans, without question, just relaxing right now. I mean, they're just being patient, waiting for something to happen, not trying to force anything.
Well, the Spartans are playing their game right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, we had to get to that point.
We were playing South Dearborn there for a few minutes.
Yeah, we were. When you're down 6-0, that's
right.
That's their game.
Ball worked to Martin outside the free throw lane. Tries to get his shot off. Ball deflected. No foul or anything called.
Well,
and loose ball picked up by South Dearborn. Here are the Knights in front court. Here's Shackelford driving down. Forcing a shot up. Missed. Whistle stops the play.
He's pointing at Garrison.
He may be at the line. No.
They're calling Brown on that.
Non-shooting foul on Garrison?
No, it was on Brown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know where he was thrown it to. Cole was the only guy right over there, and we'll definitely gladly take it. Got to turn these into points.
Absolutely.
We got to open up some space.
Right. Coach Brown said you score on their turnovers.
Oh, you have to. I mean, that's just elementary right there, but since they're good at it.
Here's Brown. Shot by Martin is just a little short. Hits the front rim, bounces off. Here's Shackelford for South Dearborn.
Got to get a little bit more oomph
Willoughby
on
is back
shot.
in the lineup for the Knights. They're working the ball against the Spartans' man-to-man defense. Taken out by McHenry is in the lineup. Shahat tries a shot for South Dearborn, which is missed. Martin rebounds, feeds over to Billups. Toby will work the ball into front court.
You know, still not liking the fact that we're not putting hands in the face on those outside shots. Luckily, he missed it, and we had, the numbers around the glass to get that easy rebound, but still got to put some hands in the face if they're going to shoot those threes.
Garrison, Wicks, now Billups to Martin.
Which that's a testament to our defense, Fran, by forcing them to make those shots outside, not being able to get inside. Good move.
Driving the baseline, the Spartan.
Good pass.
There's a pass that is almost out to midcourt. Garrison has it. Connersville with the ball. Brown works underneath to Martin.
Oh, beautiful.
Puts it up and in. Nice assist by Brown to Cole Martin. And Cole has 4 points, and the Spartans lead 11-8 as we're in the final seconds of the opening quarter. There's a guy walked, I thought, didn't he? A couple times? Or he ran, I'm not sure.
He did a couple of hop, skips, and a jump on that.
Whistle stops playing. It will be South Dearborn ball under their goal.
Well, I think what it was that there was 3 guys around him, and the guy in stripes forgot he couldn't see what happened.
Shackelford will trigger it in under the nice basket, and there's a pass that comes in. It's deflected momentarily by the Spartans. Ethan Smith has it, drives down, and scores on the layup. Spartans now are showing the Spartans that we expected.
Oh, yeah. They were playing above their head, and we were not.
That's true. Shackelford with the ball.
Oh, that's a foul.
There's another foul.
That's got to hurt. I mean, I'm starting to feel the effect from that.
Offensive foul against South Dearborn. Gives the ball out of bounds to the Spartans with 16.1 seconds remaining in the opening period. Connersville up 13-8. Spartans put the ball in play. Let's
go ahead and score
working
right
across the timeline. Here's Billups. Front court.
Nice pass.
Gets to Brown. He reaches over a couple of defenders and puts the ball up and in. 4 points. Right now the Spartans making it look easy, aren't they?
They are making it look very easy.
We've ended the first 8 minutes of play here tonight at South Dearborn, and it is Connersville 15, South Dearborn 8.
Place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call is 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street, open daily 11 to 10. Phone number 825-6155, a proud Spartan booster.
Thanks for joining us, everybody, here on TV3 for this game tonight. A TV3 Spartan Sports presentation on our network.
It makes me appreciate the bowl and the atmosphere that we have there, and the faithful, of course, here. Again, you're seeing the South Dearborn side. We have a couple Spartans over there. You see Larry Miller right by the radio guys, but we have just as much, if not more, than they do over there. That's amazing. It's amazing.
Here we go. Timeout's over, and the Spartans will trigger it in, and Ethan Smith will take it out for CHS. He'll work it into Jonah Graham. Jonah wears number 5. Takes the ball, puts it in play. Garrison, couple of players on him. Ball knocked away. Touch last by South Dearborn, so the Spartans will have possession.
Billups out getting a little bit of a break.
Yes.
He had a couple dimes early getting inside the Jacob. Nice.
Ethan Smith in the corner. Shot from the corner is good. A 3 by number 20, Garrett Wicks.
Yeah, Garrett. I was going to say that's nice hustle there from Jonah. Because South Dearborn player gave up on that. Jonah just a little out of his reach. But I like that hustle from that kid.
Spartans up by 10 points, 18-8. South Dearborn ball. Brown guarding the inbound pass.
Jacob. Brown off his legs.
And the trigger man bounces it off the knee of Jacob Brown.
Well, he can't see.
That's right.
Yeah, Jacob's
6'7" in front of you, waving his arms around.
Yeah, now they bring in somebody shorter.
Right, they'll bring a fresh guy in to see what he can do. They finally get the pass in bounds. There's a charge on South Dearborn.
That was kind of close charge there. But, we'll definitely take it without question.
That's on Hoffman. That's the 4th team foul, his first.
Jonah was wide open.
Here's Garrison. Shackelford on him as he works the ball down court.
I tell you, Garrison, it's fun to watch his ball handling skills, his dribbling.
Yes.
He's excellent.
Brown with the ball, long pass cross court. Nice save by Spartans Garrett Wicks, who left the floor to grab the ball. There's Smith with it to Brown. To Wicks. They work it to Jacob Brown. Out to Graham. Got an open 3, but it won't drop for him.
Well, what hustle there from Ethan. Almost getting that rebound, and that may be our ball. Yeah.
Right. Rebound went to South Dearborn, but they started up court and bobbled the ball and rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that was very close. From our angle, it could have went either way, but that was just pure hustle there from Garrison to keep that ball alive for us.
Spartan basketball at their end of the court.
That scares me.
Comes into Smith.
Throw like that.
Here's Graham with the ball. Over to Garrison,
nice.
Underneath to Brown, and a couple of guys on him. And he was getting ready for the shot, and the ball got away from him, and up court comes South Dearborn. Shot from out will be good, and that is Quentin Stevens hitting a 3 for the Knights. Hit the Spartans, putting the ball in play. The Spartans lead is 7, 18-11. A little over 6 minutes left in the opening half.
A little bit more pressure defense we're seeing from South Dearborn. Nice move from Jay. That was just beautiful.
On the baseline, beautiful move by Ethan Smith.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, got around his defender and put it up and in. He has 6 points.
Yeah, that just was, smooth. He's starting to get a lot more confident, Fran, going to the glass like that.
20-11, the Spartans lead.
Wow.
And the shot almost good by South Dearborn. But
I was going to stick in the
wasn't. Brown grabs the rebound for CHS, gives to Wicks. Garrett's in front court. Here's Brown outside the free throw lane, left side of the basket. Feeds off to Smith.
I thought Ethan was going to take that shot.
Right.
Nobody was under the
Here's
glass.
Jacob Brown back out to Graham. The clear
Beautiful.
and clean shot. Nobody around Graham. And you make that mistake.
Right, yeah.
And you're behind 3 more points.
Yeah,
he has 6.
No matter where Graham's at, no matter if it's on the wings or out top of the key, if he's open, he's
That's
going to
right.
take that shot. And,
That's right.
you don't want to leave that guy open.
Here's South Dearborn maneuvering around.
Good move.
Getting a shot to go along the baseline. Who was that, Ron?
Willoughby.
Okay, I thought it was 24. Is it Willoughby?
Yeah, 20.
Oh, okay,
well, I thought it was 23. Yeah, 23. It's hard up here. It's
okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. That was elementary right there for Jacob.
Brown scores 2, and the Spartans up 25-13. We're in the first half of tonight's game with 4:40 left to play.
There's
a
probably
foul
don't know who
called.
they're calling that. It could be
on-
either Jacob or
Let's see who gets charged for that.
they're going to call Clay. I know it was either one. They
Yes,
could have picked.
so number 10, Clay Garrison, his first, team's third. At the line is South Dearborn, hitting the free throw.
I don't think he was in the process of shooting, but nonetheless, he's up there.
Yeah, he's been given a pair. Spartans making some wholesale changes here. We'll pick them up as we can.
The faithful excited, with the play by the guys that came out. And,
Fans showed their appreciation with
oh, yeah.
free throw good. Both shots put in by Hoffman. 4 points for the player for South Dearborn. Here the Spartans on the attack. Martin is in. Riley Moore is in. He's number 30. Billups remains in. Graham remains in.
Smaller lineup, but quicker lineup.
Garrison is on the floor for the Spartans. He has the ball right now. 4 minutes left to play. First half, score 25-15, favor of the Spartans.
Eat some clock right here. And
Yes. One of the Spartan specialties.
oh, yeah.
we
Well,
would call it.
we've seen this before many times.
Oh,
Where
absolutely.
our defense has
Yes.
caused to other team to eat the clock. So right now this is
Then forces the other team
To
into
foul.
some crazy things at time, right?
It's not good.
Look, there's a fall. Losing control of the ball was Graham.
Yeah, Jonah's not happy at all, and Carey isn't either. He thought there should have been a foul.
Right, but
He's livid.
no whistle on the play. It's clock stopped at 3:39 to go in the first half with the Spartans out in front.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connors of Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reevesember for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
We're at a timeout situation here. Scoreboard reads 25-15 in favor of Connersville. It will be South Dearborn ball when plays resumed.
Spartans playing very, very well after that start from South Dearborn when they went up 6-0. They've righted the ship. Of course, Jonah was clearly fouled, but didn't get the call. Got to stop them right here. Can't allow them to. A nice.
Oh, almost a nice
He's
steal
gotta
by
get out of the
Garrison,
stands.
but he couldn't quite pull it off. Driving down on the layup. Shackelford scores for South Dearborn. He's their leading scorer.
Yeah, it's his first points of the ball game. Now they've cut it back
Right.
to 8.
Spartan ball. Riley Moore. Taken out by Garrison.
We got to remember South Dearborn scored 60-something points for a reason, and we got to take that reason away from them, and that is, to obviously control the ball and
Sure.
control the glass.
Sure. That's
Ooh,
what
that's
foul called as Garrison heads toward the basket for CHS.
that's some hard contact that Clay got.
Moore and Martin go out for CHS. And Graham will go out for CHS. Pick up the players. Wicks is in there. Garrison. Brown is back in. Smith is back in. Right now the ball being handled by CHS. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first half of play. They work the ball into Brown.
Beautiful.
Smith takes a return pass and lays it up and in. 8 points for Smith, and a timeout being taken by South Dearborn, who trailed 27-17 with 2:42 to go in the first half.
Eye Center of Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, a large selection of eyewear, complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as a phone call to 825-6000. Eye Center of Connersville, located 2045 Virginia Avenue.
Busy weekend for the Spartans. South Dearborn tonight and tomorrow at Spartan Bowl. The Richmond Red Devils, who everybody loves, will be coming to.
We love to, yes, we do.
Yeah,
we love to win. We got to keep that win streak going.
That's
I think
right.
we won like 6 in a row.
We hope the fans will come to Spartan Bowl tomorrow night. Of course, the last ball game before Christmas, and the Spartanettes will be doing their thing with some little Spartanettes.
That's right.
Shot from out by South Dearborn is missed, but they grab the rebound and fall down. And we're going to have a held ball? No, I guess not. It comes out of the pack with Wicks with the basketball for CHS.
That would have been our ball anyway. That's not a good pass.
Oh, intercepted by South Dearborn. Drives down, and a foul called at the free throw line will be Eli Hoffman.
Yeah, definitely called Toby
South
over there.
Dearborn.
Tried to make it up by taking the charge, but, got to make sure that we control our passes not too long. I mean, Toby could have taken that up a little bit more.
First foul on Toby Billups, a fourth team foul, so they're even in that department. Number 22 will come in. Marcus Rabe, a 6'2 senior for South Dearborn, and number 3, Tiki, goes out. Free throw good.
He's made a couple, actually 4 of his 6 points are at the line.
Smith will trigger it in backcourt. A little bit of a press by South Dearborn, but they back off, and Garrison will move it across the 10-second line. 2 minutes left to go, first half.
Last couple times just have not done things.
Smith leads out, and the shot from Graham out is
beautiful.
Jacob Brown has the rebound, and from about 10 feet away, just jumps a little bit and puts it up and in. He's at 8 points.
Yeah, you're just a little bit. You're right about that.
Well, he's 6'7", so
he just flips it with his fingertips.
It's Shackelford losing control of the basketball for South Dearborn, but they save it after all, and Shackelford drives down, makes a couple of men, but his layup is too hard and drops off.
Yeah, I'm not sure they were call that on. I don't know if that's going to be.
Going to be on the Spartans.
Smith.
34. That's Smith. Is that his? That's his first, team's 5th. Non-shooting foul. This will be South Dearborn putting in place there in the floor. Flip it in, and almost a nice interception by the Spartans, but South Dearborn keeps possession. It up and in, and number 12 scores for South Dearborn. He has 5 points. That's Quentin Stevens, one of the juniors on this team for South Dearborn.
Not sure why you didn't go back up with that.
It was a bad pass, and
that's.
I'm sure Kerry Brown
nice hustle back. I mean, that's beautiful there from Garrett. I mean, he could have made a spin move and maybe went and kissed it off the glass, but
it's a whistle.
Hustled back.
Stops the play, and it's on the Spartans. This one is picked up.
Yeah, that was nice hustle there from Garrett to get the ball back.
Ron, who was that foul on?
It wasn't a foul. It went out of bounds.
Okay, I thought it was a foul.
Again, that was just pure hustle there from Garrett to force that turnover after his turnover.
Okay, Spartans in control, getting the ball on the Knights' turnover. They work it to Smith, turns around, lays it up and in.
Beautiful shot.
Spartans penetrating their defense.
Oh, and we've done that all night.
10 points for Smith, and the Spartans have 31 and lead by 10. There's a shot attempted by a South Dearborn boy, which was missed, but he was fouled.
I called Clay on that again.
Yes, second on Garrison. Shackelford at the line. He is 6 feet and a senior at South Dearborn.
Seems like he's been there forever.
I know that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, like maybe football too.
Gets a roll on, you're right, a roll on the first free throw.
Yeah. They've had a couple of those where it just kind of kisses off the rim and rolls around in.
31 points for the Spartans. They're only 9 points from their average for a game.
Yeah.
Second one. Missed. Rebound. Brown for the Spartans.
Got to score right here as we go into the locker rooms. Got to score.
Phillips with the ball. Seconds remaining. Here's Graham with it. See if Jonah. Well, he dribbles the ball and comes out to Billups over on the side. Down to 10 seconds. Here is Smith driving to the baseline. Feeds out. Taken by Billups. Shot along the baseline is missed.
Just not good execution there.
Buzzer sounds, and pretty good defense by South Dearborn right there to keep the Spartans from getting a shot to drop. We have reached the halftime here at South Dearborn on TV3. Spartans 31 points, and South Dearborn has 22. It was Spartans 15, leading 15-8 at the first break in tonight's game. Ron, you ready with the scoring already?
I believe it or not, I think so. I'm trying to add up South Dearborn's, but that's 9, 14, and 8's 20. Yes, believe it or not, I do.
Good.
For the South Dearborn Knights, they are led by Reese Willoughby's 8 points. Quentin Stevens has 5. Ellie Hoffman has 6, and Alex Shackelford, you only stopped him with 3 points. Connersville Spartans, lots of inside off the glass. They are led by Ethan Smith's 10 points, Jacob Brown 8 points, Cole Martin 4. And all Smith, Martin, and Brown's points have been inside, muscling inside. Garrett Wicks has 3, and Jonah Graham has 6 points for the Connersville Spartans.
Okay, an interesting first half after the Spartans' slow start, but once they got things in gear, and rhythm kicked in, they're a tough team.
Yeah, absolutely. The first couple of minutes when South Dearborn hit those 2 threes to go up 6-0, they were doing exactly what Carey expected them to do.
That's right.
They capitalized on our turnovers. We cut those down. We were able to right the ship, and we were able to capitalize on their turnovers that we forced. And that's why we're up by 9 right now. This game is far from over. You talked about the fact that we're just 9 points away from our average. South Dearborn is going to tighten it up, obviously, and they're going to want to really, really kind of maybe press a little bit to force the turnovers and turn those into points. We just got to play smart from here on out.
Yeah, play hard and play smart wins you ball games.
Yeah, we just got to be able to control the ball. We had some mistakes where some errant passes that first half. Obviously not enough to hurt us, but enough that can hurt us in the future. So we really need to cut down on that and just keep playing our solid defense that we've played. I mean, they're clearly not on their average.
That's right. Yeah, they have 22 points at halftime. Their average is 66.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But that happens all the time. I mean,
we see that all the time.
We always comment on that. A team comes into Spartan Bowl with a high offensive average and
walk away with less than half their total. I mean, we've seen that many times.
Right. We should be getting used to that and expect it, I guess.
Right.
But,
I mean, last year when we had the Indianapolis teams come in, Fran, remember that they scored a lot of points and they didn't even score almost half their points. So
that's right.
That's just a testament to this defense. Our defense always plays 4 quarters and plays 4 quarters very, very well. It's our offense that sometimes does some sputtering, but that was maybe the best 2 quarters I've seen our offense play.
Yeah, I was impressed with these kids. I mean, the long bus trip down here, and they played well and preparing for some more tough games in the future.
Absolutely. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you could afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111.
South Dearborn last won a ball game over the Spartans in 2010.
That was the last time we
they won 42-37.
Here?
Against the Spartans any place.
Oh, that was the last time. Yeah, I was going to say, they have
so the Spartans have
a long win streak.
A pretty good streak winning against. Against. I wonder how many people realize that Kerry Brown, the Spartan coach, coached here 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Before he came to Connersville.
Yeah, that's right. He was in Rushville. We always think of Rushville with Kerry, but we forget that he was here for the 2 years prior to us.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And Kerry's one of those coaches. I was looking at his record not too long ago. I did not realize that he took an 8-17 Rushville team, or they were definitely under 500, and they won a sectional.
Right.
So, he's the type of coach that he definitely knows not to overlook any team. And right now, South Dearborn 3-3. A couple of their wins, I guess, came against Kentucky teams, so it's really hard to gauge where they're at. But again, this is a conference game, and though we're ranked number 4 in 3A, it doesn't really matter to Kerry because his philosophy has always been the same. We're preparing for the sectional. And this year it's in our house.
He considers the season a warm-up to the tournament.
Yeah, and you want to build that momentum going to the sectional. And again, there's extra momentum. There's extra incentive this year to keep going. That's why this team plays so well as a team, because of the fact, Fran, that it's in our house.
Yeah,
sectional's in our house this year.
Yeah, you can tell these kids like each other. I mean, they're very unselfish.
Right.
And
well, they were here during the girls' game, watching the game, and they were, rooting them on and cheering them on, and it was amazing.
Speaking of the girls' game, the Lady Spartans lost 30-23 to the South Dearborn Knights here tonight, but the girls will be playing again. Let's see, they have a game, I think, left before the end of the year. Let's double-check the schedule here. They will be Friday, December the 27th, at Batesville, and then they have that Rumble on the River tournament down by Madison, Hanover, Indiana. But so they're halfway through their season.
That's unbelievable. Yeah,
their season ends the end of January.
Yeah, and that's very quick. And we've talked about the girls many times. One of the things about them is that it's great that they get this Friday night game with the boys. It's great that the faithful come out and support the boys and the girls on the same night. But these girls, a lot of the times, they play long games during the week.
That's right.
They have long treks on the road, and so they have school just like anyone else, and so they don't have the luxury of having most of their games like the boys do during the weekend.
That's right. For several years, this has been in effect. Next year, at this time of the year, South Dearborn will come to Connersville, and the girls will play at 6 o'clock, and the boys at 7:30.
Yeah, we did that last year, if I remember right. Did we do that? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. That's always nice. Again, the faithful get to see both teams play, and I again mentioned earlier before the game why the girls were playing. We probably outnumbered South Dearborn's girls fans. So, we do travel very, very well, and I'm surprised there's really not a halftime show like we have. We're very spoiled, and we're very blessed that we have the facility known as the Bowl. If you've not ever gotten to get down to that place and watch a game, you need to get down there and watch the boys play. It is a phenomenal place. I'm waiting for the roof to blow off sometime. That's how much electricity is in there, Fran.
And as we talked about the pregame show here tonight, nothing wrong with playing the national anthem from a CD or something.
Right.
But at Connersville, we had the band, the high school pep band.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
And we had the same thing at Pendleton last week. The national anthem on the disc, and
or we have somebody singing it. Very seldom or do we have it on a disc. We have Stan Howard sang it a few times. The Spartones have sang it this year.
Right.
I think they're waiting on you to maybe go out there. I'm terrible.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
me either.
No, Rhea, it's just a difference between night and day from the pregame presentation.
Right.
From Spartan Bowl as to away from there.
Yeah, it is a fun place to play. Now in its 43rd year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties and all of East Central Indiana's American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide you with expert advice when you are buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th Street in Connersville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That is 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Heritage Realty says good luck, Spartans. I caught myself saying realty when I was watching the game one day this week, and I said, it's realty. What am I saying, realty? Realty? Sorry, Fran, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
That's okay. I was just going to say we're nearing the end of the halftime here at South Dearborn High School tonight. And this conference game between the Spartans and the South Dearborn Knights. Clock shows a minute to go. There's the buzzer. So in 60 seconds, this ball game will resume.
Yeah, and what I talked about it earlier, the first half, just a great first half for the Spartans. The first couple of minutes weren't that good, but when they righted the ship, they never let go. And we have to expect the fact that South Dearborn is going to turn it on this second half, and we got to weather their storm that they're going to throw at us, because they're going to throw a storm at us, Fran.
I think you're right. We'll see a lot of pressing from South Dearborn.
They tried that a little bit. It seemed like there were moments where it seemed like they were going to go into a full blown press, but they just backed away from it.
31-22 in favor of Connersville as we begin the second half of play here tonight. South Dearborn 3-3, Spartans 5-0 on the season.
Can't remember the last time we started 5-0. I think it might have been the 16-17 season.
Been several years, I think. Yes.
I think we might have won the first 7 then.
Here come the Knights on the floor first. They break from their coach, and number 11 will trigger it in. This is Eli Hoffman. Spartans set the defense. Here we go. Smith, Brown, Billups, Garrison, and Graham, the original starters for the game, start the second half for Connersville. Breaking through the Spartan defense and moving in on a layup. Willoughby, that's how he started the game.
Yeah, well, he started with a 3.
That's right, he hit 6 points. Real quick, Graham falls down with the ball, but no whistle, and the Spartans keep possession. Comes out to Graham. Garrison on the far side.
Yeah, surprised out there where it's not really kind of more aggressive defensively. It seems like it's the same defense that they threw at us the first half. And we were doing that. We were getting inside a whole lot.
It's 31-24.
Beautiful. That's just
33-24 as Brown gets loose, banks one up and in. 10 points for Jacob tonight.
Yeah, Jacob is just really just showing authority.
Here's a whistle, stops the play as some overguarding by the Spartans, I believe.
Yeah, it's on Graham. He's furious. I love that kid.
Yeah,
I really do, man. He's one of those hard-nosed players, man. He gives it his all.
That's his second foul, first to second half.
I thought he may have took a step.
Here's Shackelford getting ready for a shot and a jumper from the free throw circle. There are 26 points. Spartans up 33-26. Connersville with the ball. Here's Billups driving the baseline. Smith gets around everybody in his way and lays it up and in.
Deceptively fast as Ethan Smith, and he blazed around the guy right there, and used this.
Spartans up by 9 as South Dearborn misses a shot, and Garrison grabs the rebound for CHS. Goes to Billups.
Again, we were look at this all night long, getting inside like
that. Work it to Brown. Driving the baseline is Billups.
Beautiful.
Puts the shot up, missed.
I was about ready to say, Toby's been silent all night, and you just saw that look in his eye as he was coming towards the rim that he was going to go all the way, and he knew he was going to get the foul. And
Toby Billups will be at the free throw line for a couple of shots. Ready for shot number 1 on the way. Good.
You know, Toby's got a few assists to Ethan and Jacob inside, setting up their easy shots.
Second shot up, good. Couple of free throws for Toby Billups.
Yeah, he's been driving a lot these last couple of games. You know, I mean,
South Dearborn ball. Here's a
they're going to call
collision of players. We'll call a block.
Yeah, it's on Toby.
Non-shooting foul, so South Dearborn puts it in play at their end of the basketball court here.
No, nice.
Brown defense.
Has to lead the state in that.
With just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, the score 37 Connersville and South Dearborn 26.
Yeah, now we're disrupting them.
Yeah, they're trying to get the ball in play, and the Spartan defenders keep messing up their plan, but they finally get it in this time. Willoughby with the ball, a couple of men on him.
Beautiful.
Ball knock away, turnover by the Spartans. Billups down court, misses on the layup.
Well, there was a delayed call.
And he will be at the free throw line for a couple of more free throws.
Yeah, no hesitation there from Toby going right up to the glass on that. You got to, and I thought he wasn't going to get the call. One of those last-minute calls right there, but, you know, get good defense right there. Total disruption from the inbounds.
Right. Yes, right. Good to watch the Spartans.
Yeah.
Free throw good by Billups. 3 in a row.
Yeah, we got to improve in that area, Fran. You know that.
Second free throw. It's coming along. It's better than what it was early.
Yeah.
Second free throw good.
25% at one point.
That's right. 4 points for Billups, all on free throws.
Yeah.
South Dearborn ball. 5:40 on the third quarter clock.
That's another good defense.
The Spartans break up the play.
That's not a good pass. Just not good at all.
There's a pass that is intercepted by South Dearborn.
Yeah. Well, luckily we were able to get the ball back on that. Again, that is one thing I'm impressed though with the boys tonight, Fran, especially, is that we've seen it with Garrett. We saw it right there where we make a mistake, but we don't give up, and we were able to take it right back.
That's so important.
Yeah. But
Martin is in the ball game for CHS, and Graham goes out.
You know, we got to make better decisions on our passes like that.
Garrison fouled as he starts to move the ball into Spartan's end of the court.
Yeah, that was definitely.
South Dearborn fans didn't think that was a foul.
Didn't like that at all. And I would be, if I were them, I'd probably be complaining too, but it was on us. That was a little close.
Brown takes the inbound pass for CHS. Gives to Billups. He's in front court. A little over 5 minutes left to play in the third period. South Dearborn. It's 39-26. Spartans with the lead. Ball knocked away by a defender. South Dearborn. Spartans will inbound at their end of the floor.
You know, I could see where Jacob would want to do that, but again, got to give a little bit more finesse. I mean, Cole was surrounded by 2 of their bigs.
Billups will trigger it in for CHS.
You know, got 5 seconds.
That's right. Goes to Smith, and a 3 by Ethan Smith. Gee, he makes it look easy. 15 points for Ethan. Does that lead the team?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he does. That was his first field goal with outside. I mean, he's been inside the whole night. That looks like that was a push-off.
Right, but the ref didn't call it. Here's a shot from out. Rims the basket and drops off for South Dearborn. Martin with it for CHS.
See, we got to get it open. Across the line. He's going all the way.
Ethan Smith drives toward the basket, feeds off to Garrison, and his shot won't drop, and it is Shackelford.
Another disruption.
With a ball for South Dearborn. Shot from out. Will not drop. Billups.
I don't know what Toby was doing on that.
And ball got away from Billups and rolls out of bounds.
Well, I think he was trying to tap it over to Ethan.
Right, now the turnover, it will be South Dearborn ball.
Yeah, just get the glass on that.
Coming into the ball game is Riley Moore. And we have another new player in, Wicks. Garrett Wicks is in. Brown is out. There's Shackelford driving along into the corner for South Dearborn. Comes out for Hoffman. Back to Shackelford. 4 minutes to play in the third period. Shot from out looks good, but it won't drop. Hit the rim and dropped off.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's Martin on the floor and for Connersville.
Yeah, Cole. I mean that's a muscle rebound right there. I mean he got nailed.
The ball is out of bounds to Connersville in backcourt.
Cole Martin. I tell you, I just like watching that kid play too. He's one of those kids that, he just knows how. I mean, knows how to get the glass. I mean, when he's on there, him and Ethan and Jacob. I mean, they know how to get the boards.
Smith will put it in play for Connersville. Comes into Garrison.
Yeah, now Overgarden.
To the near side. To Wicks, and
their 5th foul.
The foul on the far side on number 24, Daly. That's his second, team's 5th already?
Yeah, that's their 5th already.
Of the second half. Meanwhile, the Spartans put the ball in play. Moore has it. Now it goes to Martin.
You see, again, a lot of bad passes here lately.
Out of the reach of the Spartans' Garrett Wicks on the near sidelines, and the turnover gives the ball to South Dearborn.
We can't rely on our defense to make up for our mistakes offensively. We got to just cut them out. And
42-26, Connersville with the lead, and 3.5 minutes remaining in the third period. South Dearborn with the ball. This is Shackelford, number 1. Driving. No, Hoffman feeds off, and a corner shot, which is missed by South Dearborn. Spartans grab the rebound, and Garrison.
He was hacked.
Let's see what the officials are going to rule. It's going to be out of bounds to the Spartans, and Smith will put it in play. Clock stopped at 3:15, third period.
Connersville's 16-point lead, their biggest of the night.
Smith has the lead. Garrison, a couple of guys on him. He finally gets the pass off, takes the return pass,
he's going
speeds
all the way.
It into front court, drives down, misses a shot, whistle sounds.
With his springs, with Garrett, or I'll get it right, Clay's springs. He can go up against those bigs.
Yeah, right. Clay Garrison will be at the free throw line. 5'10" senior at Connersville.
Going to miss him next year.
Sure will. Free throw good by Clay.
He and Toby do so much defensively, and they may not light it up on the scoreboard, but both of them do so well defensively.
Second free throw by Clay Garrison is also good.
Yeah, well, we really have lit it up free throw wise tonight. Actually, we've only shot free throws this quarter. Have 6 of our points this quarter from the line from Toby and Clay.
Okay, well, that's good that we're hitting free throws.
Yeah, I mean, we had to improve, Fran. You know that.
Yes, under 3 minutes to go in the third period. There is another whistle stopping play, and see what this call will be all about.
No. Oh, they're calling Riley.
Riley Moore, his first, team's third non-shooting foul. Ball will be put in play by South Dearborn.
Boy, they have a hard time.
Yes, they do.
Bringing the ball in.
Their first attempt is batted away
Always,
by
it seems
Martin.
like.
Now they finally get it in play to Stevens.
Oh, they're calling it's our ball.
Well,
yeah, I didn't see what happened.
I don't know if he was out of bounds when he took the pass. I'm not sure either on the far side.
I don't know if he pushed off on one of our guys or not, but we'll definitely take it. That's his fourth.
Coach is up trying to get a clarification from the referee.
Yeah, that's Stevens' fourth. Yeah, I didn't see what happened.
No, I didn't either. Connersville ball in backcourt. Smith will take it out. Clock stopped at 2:52 in the third quarter.
Yeah, very, very. This is our smallest team on the court.
They get the ball in. Pressure by South Dearborn. Goes to Billups. Pass into front court to Moore. Smith comes to take the pass. Drives the baseline. Falls down. Whistle stops the play. And they ruled that Ethan just got the ball got away from him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so it's A turnover by the Spartans.
Yeah, I thought he was hacked, but.
And Shackelford will take it out for the South Dearborn Knights. Down 44-26 to Connersville.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't call a foul on that from Ethan, but.
Shackelford in front court, picked up by Wicks. Goes over to Hoffman. Billups is on him. Ball cross court. Setting up, trying to.
You gonna call Toby on that over Gardy?
I think so. Let's see what the refs rule.
That's Toby's third.
Non-shooting foul by the Spartans will give South Dearborn the ball out of bounds.
And there's something that's our ball now. I didn't even see what happened.
I don't know.
These away from the ball fouls, I mean, we'll take it. we got to be able to capitalize on that, Fran. You know that.
Right. I
guess it was on 24. That's his third. That's Daly's third.
24 goes out, and he's replaced by number 11. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If it is, it is
Yeah,
Eli Hoffman. Meanwhile, Spartan put the ball in play quickly in the front court.
Well, they're at 9 fouls. I don't know why we're not at the line, but oh man, Toby, I thought
driving
he was
along the baseline.
Well, that's why
to Brown, and Jacob
beautiful.
Takes the ball about 10 feet from the basket, takes a couple of steps, and lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's good.
Willoughby comes down court for South Dearborn.
The vision there from Toby to find Jacob, and there's another one that's not a good.
Oh, passing.
I thought I was scared.
The height of Jacob Brown saves that one. That ball was headed out of bounds, but he was able to gather it in and put it up and in, and he's at 14 points.
Yeah, I thought that was going to go beyond his big reach.
South Dearborn with the ball. There's a blocking foul on Connersville.
Yeah, that's going to be Toby's fourth. You got to watch. I mean, he's probably going to be out of here. Yeah. He's played so well. I mean, he made there's a couple errant passes, but for the most part, Toby, the vision on that dish to Jacob, and he's been doing that all night. He's just been really finding the big guys, him and Cole and Ethan inside, and dishing it to him. And that was nice
play by South Dearborn as they worked the ball to Willoughby, and he turned around, laid it up and in. He has 15 points for the Knights. There is a timeout taken. The score is Connersville 48 and South Dearborn 31 with a minute and 29 seconds remaining in the third period.
It is events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
Nearing the end of the third period here at South Dearborn tonight, and Spartans with the lead 48-31.
60 points may not happen for Dearborn. Of course, they've got over our defensive average, but this is our our biggest offensive output of the season. Yes. And it's been textbook, very simple offense, just pounded inside. I mean, we've had, I'm going to count this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots tonight, Fran, that's been within 5 feet.
Wow.
I mean, we're talking from our big Smith, Martin, and Brown.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, Clay and Toby tonight, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. You got to like that.
Here we go. Play about to be resumed. It will be Spartan ball, backcourt. Graham in the lineup, feeds to Garrison.
Yeah, we have 4 threes tonight.
Tanner Brock is in the lineup for Connersville. That's good. There's Brown.
Another
Here's
one.
Garrison.
Ooh.
Rims the basket, almost dropped through.
Yeah,
but
I was predicting it.
the
Nostradamus,
rebound
I am not.
taken by Willoughby.
Ooh, nice.
For
Jacob still.
Dearborn. Jacob Brown takes the ball away from him, and the Spartans hurried into the front court.
You don't see a
There's
big guy
Garrison.
like that. Steal that? Sorry.
There's Graham pulled out along with Garrison. Spartans have
just eat some clock. Go ahead and
Tanner Brock in the lineup, as we mentioned, for the Spartans. Here's
Oh,
Brown.
that's beautiful.
Oh, working underneath.
Wow.
Garrison lays it up and in after a great assist by Brown.
Eyes in the back of your head. You have to have some time, and Jacob saw his cousin wide open. And
50 points for the Spartans. They're 10 above their average as we have seconds remaining in the third period. Timeout taken with 26 seconds to play in the third period.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals and tires. Don's has all the major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730.
Okay, here come the teams after the timeout.
You know, Kerry talked in the pregame that, you know, if they don't execute, they don't, if they don't cut down on the turnovers, if they commit a lot of turnovers, they can walk away with an L. And we've had this quarter just too many turnovers. But
yes.
our defense has just been so, you know, we've tightened it up.
Inbounds, it goes to South Dearborn. Shackelford in
beautiful.
Traffic. And Garrison
Now he stepped out of bounds.
Retrieves a lost ball, but
yeah. I mean, how many times have we seen that tonight?
has to give it up. Huffman will trigger it in for South Dearborn with 15 seconds to go in the third period.
Yeah, up 19.
Sends into Shackelford. The ball taken over by Rab.
That was nice.
Who scored that, Ron?
That was Rab.
Oh, okay, number 22. There's the buzzer sounding the end of the third period, and at the end of three quarters here tonight at South Dearborn, it is 50 for Connorsville and 33 for South Dearborn.
Reed Health Sports Medicine provides athletic trainers to the Connorsville Spartans through the support of the Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers are normally present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete is rehabbing from a sports injury, Reed Health offers outpatient physical therapy at 1941 Virginia Avenue in Connorsville.
Okay, thanks, Ron. In that third period, it was Spartans putting in 19 points and 11 points for South Dearborn.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Well, that's
surprisingly. Yeah, just, you know, offensively, we could have probably scored a little bit more errant passes, but the impressive thing was we were able, you know, if we made a bad pass, we were able to steal it away. I mean, it's just amazing how many times we've had that. I know Garrett's done it, Toby's done it, Clay's done it, where we've made a bad pass and then corrected it right away. It's just, I mean, this is a team, and they're right now firing on all cylinders.
Spartan ball as we begin quarter number 4 here tonight. Comes into Garrison. To Graham. Taken by Wicks. Back out to Graham. Behind the free throw circle. The man on him, so he feeds off to Garrison. Here's Ethan Smith.
Up 17.
And Brown is the other player for the Spartans as we just beginning the final period here.
Yeah, that's
Here's
not good.
Smith. Ball knocked away from him. And they will call a foul.
They're calling Hoffman. That's his 4th. That's their 10th. So double bonus now. Oh, that wasn't on Hoffman.
At the line is Ethan Smith for Connorsville. Free throw shooter. And he gets the Spartans' 51st point.
Yeah, I thought he was going to rim out.
Sort of looked like it had a pretty good spin on it.
Yeah.
Second free throw by Ethan is too hard. fight for the
Yeah, they're
rebound.
gonna call Jacob on that.
It is fighting for the rebound and a foul called by Jacob Brown, a holding foul. The ref rules. That's Jacob's second of the ball game, and team sixth.
Yeah.
Shackelford will put it in play in backcourt for the Knights. They hurried across the timeline. Spartans with their defense set in the corner. They let a three-pointer, and they let number 12 get free, and that's Quentin Stevens for South Dearborn.
Yeah, 51-36 now, 15. South Dearborn wanting to turn it on a little bit.
Spartans in front court. Smith goes to Graham, to Garrison on the side. Here's Brown with a man on him. Works the ball along the baseline. Out to Graham and misses on a three this time. Nice rebound, though, by Connersville Smith. Spartans get a three from Garrison. No, Wicks in the corner.
Yeah.
Garrett Wicks, number 20, drops a three in for
he slaps
CHS.
one of our guys' hands. And Jonah, I thought he was going to get caught. He looked like he pushed off on that guy.
Oops.
Oh, they're going to
There's
call.
A collision.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
They're going to call a foul on South Dearborn. The Dearborn player went down.
Yeah, and it looked like he pushed at him or pointed at him.
I thought so.
They're going to call Clay on that. That's Clay's third.
Right. Team
and
seventh.
Carey's calling a timeout.
Yeah, he wants to kind of right the ship here and get these kids settled down.
You will find the answers to your every flooring needs at Fullest Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Fullest Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring, plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Fullest Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connersville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number. Up 18, Fran.
Right, 6:29 on the clock to be played here in tonight's game.
54 points. That's the most we've scored in the whole season. And they've scored a little bit more than our average at 36. So, but again, I'd much rather be up 18 and them score a little bit more than our average than not.
Alex Shackelford will be the free throw shooter for South Dearborn. Misses on the shot. The rebound by Jacob Brown, CHS. Over to Smith. Front court. Out to Graham. Ball knocked away from Jonah. Just taken away from him by Shackelford. And he drives down for a layup. And he's fouled.
Yeah, who are they going to?
I'm not sure who they're going to charge this one
Jonah. Yeah, well, he wasn't furious, so I wasn't sure if it was on Jonah.
Yeah, his third.
They're not hitting anything.
Shackelford misses the free throw. Graham will goes to the bench, and Billups will replace him in the guard spot for Connersville. Clock stopped at 6:17 to be played. Shackelford hits his second free throw. That puts 37 points on the scoreboard for South Dearborn Knights. Only 4 points, Ron?
Yeah.
He's their leading point maker, but
not tonight.
Spartans, as usual, have been able to
shut down their leading scorer.
Right.
Well, Jacob missed a wide open Garrett.
Down to Garrison, to Brown. Jacob holds, a couple of men on him. Now he feeds off, goes to Billups on the side. Garrison. Here's Brown.
Yeah, just go ahead and eat the clock. They're not.
That's Wicks
with the ball.
Goes to
nice
Brown.
Give and go.
Feeds to Garrison. Oh, that kind of layup won't go through for Wicks.
You got to do that. I mean, that's 99.9% of the time he makes that.
Yes. Down court is.
I'll never call Jacob on that. He knows it.
Is Wicks. Is Shackelford. Tried a shot, missed, fouled. Have a couple of free throws coming. And for the Spartans, Jacob Brown, number 50, foul number 3. A lot of fouls in this game.
Yeah, we've had way too many fouls tonight.
Kerry Brown up pacing along the sidelines.
He's not happy.
That's right. He's seeing things that he doesn't like at all.
No. I mean, we're up 17, 54, 37. You got to be happy about that. But, there's some mistakes that were kind of creeping into this game that we can't allow to continue to creep into any game that we play.
And you're wondering what the scout from Richmond is thinking when he reports back to the coach at Richmond.
Well, they got to clog the middle.
Right. Spartans on the attack. Smith feeds to Brown. Ball knocked away from Jacob and a foul called. Jacob will be at the line for some free throw shooting.
Yep.
That's
what they called that on
Manford, number 40, is the guy who picked up the foul. Meanwhile, Jacob Brown misses his first of 2 free throws.
Yeah, got to make it right here.
54-38, Connorsville, 5:15 to play. Jacob fires, and this one is perfect. 56 points for the Spartans, and Jacob has 15 of them.
Yeah. That was his first shot that was outside of 5 feet.
That's
his first
right.
2 free throws. Oh, nice.
Oh, Shackelford is cut down as he goes in for a shot. No foul.
Devastated. I got all ball. Oh, I thought Ethan was going.
Here's Smith along the baseline. Feeds out to Clay. He's got a 3 on the way that hits. Clay Garrison at 7 points tonight.
Yeah, and all of them this second half.
There's a shot by South Dearborn player and a foul call. So some more free throws coming up here for the Knights.
If you would just have heard the pregame show and not watched this game, you would probably, when you listen to Kerry's comments, think that this game is going to be one of those tight. I think he expected that. These tight,
I think so. Yes, I agree.
A high-scoring game, but we've really shut them down.
Hoffine is at the free throw line for the Knights.
Up 19, 58-39. I would have not thought that we would have scored this many points. I mean, our offense generally, you don't expect to score much more than 40. Here we are almost scoring what South Dearborn is.
That's true. Second free throw by the South Dearborn player is missed.
But this is a different offense that we've seen, Fran. Again, a lot of inside, getting inside, pounding.
Good ball handling, gets the Spartans, gets the basketball in front court.
Utilizing our speed.
Brown with it, feeds off to Graham. He's got a corner shot.
Oh, I was going to say you give him the 3 points.
Right, Spartans have 61. Graham has 9 of them.
Yeah, and all of them from outside.
There's a shot from out by.
Oh, nice.
South Dearborn missed. Rebounding the Spartans, but
that
they
guy
lose
pushed
the ball.
Jonah. I mean, I don't know how you could not get away with that.
I don't know either. And Tiki scores for South Dearborn.
Well, I would score on that when you push Jonah, away like that.
Yes.
That was ridiculous.
Free throw shooting by Connorsville coming up. Clock stopped at 3:58 to go in tonight's game. Here is Garrison at the free throw line for CHS. One of the seniors on this team. Free throw it's good.
Yeah, give us our 62nd point. Now we're up to biggest that we've had, 21.
Clay ready for his bonus shot. It's on his way. Drops it. That gives him 9 points, right?
10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 9.
Yeah, I thought you had 7 there.
Yeah, you're right. I can't add. I cannot add.
South Dearborn ball.
Nice disruption
There's
again.
Brown baking up a play with his height. He just reached up and didn't intercept the pass, but he batted it down.
Yeah,
and Spartans Garrison moved it into the front court after recovering the ball. Here's Martin in the ball game for the Spartans right now. Cole Billups dribbles the ball out almost at midcourt. Goes to Garrison. Now to Brown. Here's Graham.
Another one. Jeez, that guy, you get him on fire.
Number 5 hits a 3. The Spartans at 66 points. There's a
Ooh.
blocked along the baseline. It'll be called on Martin of Connersville.
One thing I'm impressed about Cole Martin, besides his play, is I mentioned that he looked like Gordon Ramsay the last game, and I went up to him after the game. I said, "Hey, you kind of look like Gordon Ramsay." I mentioned it. I said, "Do you know who he is?" He said, "Yeah." Impressed with that.
Number 12 is at the free throw line and hits. That's Stevens for South Dearborn.
Yeah, gosh, up 24, 66-42. Who would have thought that?
Clock stopped at 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
I mean, we're scoring South Dearborn's rate.
Shot missed by a Knight. Second free throw. Martin with the rebound for Connersville.
Muscle there from Cole Martin. Two guys around him. He
goes to Billups, who stumbles and falls at the midcourt line.
Yeah, I thought he was fouled 5 minutes before that.
A foul is called.
Yeah, finally.
And they charge that against number 3, Tiki. Meanwhile, here is Toby Billups at the free throw line for the Spartans and making the first one. Got a second try coming up here.
Yeah, Toby's 5 for 5 from the free throw line. You got to like that.
Spartans may hit 75 points here, Ron.
They may hit 75 points.
Got over 3 minutes left to play.
I like it. 67-42, up 25.
Toby's second free throw is perfect.
All 6 of his points from the charity stripe. And 6 for 6. You got to like that.
Court,
how many steps are you allowed to take?
A shot missed by South Dearborn. The Spartans grabbed the rebound.
That guy played football there for a moment.
Billups being pressed in backcourt.
Nice way to break that press right there from Toby.
Good pass work, gets the ball across the timeline. It goes to Graham. Here's Brown.
Oh, I thought Toby was going to take
Billups.
Yeah, I mean.
Back out to Garrison.
But, we're up 20. We're up 26, 68-42. So
Spartans may
burn some clock.
Right, work the ball around. And
they heard you say we may get 75. Ooh, Toby's all the way.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Nice driving toward the basket and a layup by Toby Billups. 8 points for the sophomore guard.
Yeah, that was, you get that guy a lay and he's going to take it no matter how tall he is or who he's going to get. That was crazy.
There's a three put up and in by South Dearborn.
I didn't think that thing had a shot.
It didn't look like it. That was Tiki that got that shot. He has 10 points for the Knights.
Oh, was that Tiki? I thought it was.
I thought it was
Stevens. Well, maybe it was Tiki.
Well,
I'll give it to him.
Gosh, I'm not sure.
We'll give it to Tiki.
Yeah.
He has 5 now. It was hard to see from way up here.
I know. Yeah, we're pretty far away. Garrison,
beautiful.
Jumper from the 2-point area. 11 for Clay.
Well, we may get 75, Fran.
Yeah, see, we're at 72 right now. With a minute and a half left to play. There's a timeout on the court.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and Liberty at 310 North Main Street. I'm going to take an hour to add this up.
I know. It's been a long time since we've had this kind of a score.
Yeah. I mean, you may think, well, Ronnie, you only give up 29 points a game. You're giving up 45 right now. Well, yeah, but we scored 72. And right now, our offense, at least with the games that I've seen and the games that we've covered, our offense really hasn't been gelled as much as we have, I was really honestly expecting that first half, we scored 31, that we would probably score maybe 20 more the rest of the game. We've scored 41 this half.
That's right. We've scored 22 in this fourth period.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. We've had games where we've scored 22 3 quarters. So, but
that's right.
But what we've been doing has just been basic basketball. Pound it inside, find the open man inside, and now we're cleaning house. We got a lot of the guys off the bench, and I love that.
Some JV players out there right now. Braxton Myers is on the court.
Well, these guys are good too.
That's right. Yeah, we don't lose much.
No.
Here is South Dearborn with the ball. Whistle stops the play, and guess what's coming up? A foul.
Yeah, imagine that.
really something unusual.
Yeah, it was this game.
The foul was called on Spartans' Riley Moore. That's his second. At the free throw line is number 11, Hoffman for South Dearborn. He drops the free throw in. They have 46 points.
Didn't catch or didn't hear from anybody. I think they were playing didn't know when they played the JV game.
They played it at 6 o'clock at another gym because of the girls' game here.
Right. I didn't catch if they
Now,
won
I'd like
or
to
not,
have gotten a score from those, but we're so far away from
from the other
from
gym.
humanity or
Yeah,
something.
right. Yeah.
that we're
in the
having any
sticks.
contact with them.
We're so far away that it hasn't even got here yet.
Josh Williams is in the lineup for the Spartans. As we mentioned, Braxton Myers, Riley Moore.
Caleb Sparks I see out there as well.
A little tough to see numbers up.
Yeah,
from
Brock
where we're
Tanner's
at.
out there. Tanner.
Spartans working the ball around. We are under a minute left to play in tonight's game.
You know these guys want to score. They don't want to just sit there and
Sure,
just throw the ball
they
around.
There's Williams
He's
driving
going all
down
the
to
way.
the basket,
Yep.
gets around the
Yeah.
defender, puts it up
Beautiful.
and in. He's a 6'1" freshman.
And that's good news. I mean, him and his brother, the twins. I mean,
Yes.
that's good news. As the
South
future's bright for
Dearborn
these
shoots
Spartans.
long. A three by Tristan Daly.
24
That
seconds ago,
made-
74-50.
Up court comes the ball.
Yeah, just
Taking it around is Riley Moore dribbling. Now goes to Williams. Over to Myers.
what a complete victory this was from the Spartans. Yeah, we had some mistakes, but just the fact that we were able to correct it, and that's the ball game right there.
That's the game, and the final score will read Connersville 74 and South Dearborn 50.
Wow, unbelievable. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help you with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you. 765-825-6251. You might want to give me an hour to get this
Okay.
scoring done.
Take your time.
Yeah, unbelievable. Just that explosion, Fran, that, again, I thought we'd probably score another 15 points the second half.
I agree the way the play was going.
We scored 43
right.
that second half. I mean, that's just
that's above our regular
right.
scoring for a whole game.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Well,
I mean,
the Spartan record keeps intact as they've now won 11 straight over South Dearborn between here and Connersville.
yeah, that's a good streak to have.
Yeah.
And that was Carey's first or second season here with us.
Well, I'm sure the Spartan fans enjoyed tonight's ball game. And
All the faithful are walking out of here happy.
that's right. There were quite a few of them here. And,
We outnumbered. I think we outnumbered South Dearborn's home team. That's sad. I mean, that's just. I mean, no atmosphere here. They gotta,
The kids really, regardless of what team you're on, the kids really enjoy the fan support.
oh, absolutely.
And some of our kids will say, yeah, those fans are the sixth man on our team.
Yep.
Instead of five, we've got six.
Got
So,
six. And
yeah,
it's
that's the way-
intimidating when you're on your home floor and you look over and think, oh, they got more fans than we have.
That's
It's
right.
unbelievable.
I would think it'd be disheartening to the youngsters that work hard, practice
Yeah.
all week, and
Yeah.
would like for their hometown fans to come out and support them.
Exactly. And it's not just our kids as parents that travel because, we don't, kids
Yes.
don't have 45 parents each. We have lifelong faithful supporters.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking at Bob Powers. I mean, this guy, works the game. He
Yeah.
comes on out. Larry Myers, who's the voice of the bowl, he comes on out and supports the kids. He's not, you don't have any kids or grandkids on the team. Bob doesn't.
For years
Yeah.
and years.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just. I mean, this is a community. I mean, the Spartans are the lifeblood of this community. And
Well, I think Connersville fans live for the 4 months of
basketball.
right.
Right. I love watching it. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. I got some scoring. Believe
You
it
got
or
the
not.
scoring?
Finally.
Well, I'll give you a half an hour to give the scoring.
Yeah,
If you,
I might have to.
If you need it.
I might have to. Alex Shackelford for South Dearborn. Actually, South Dearborn Knights were led by Reese Willoughby. He had 15 points. Tristan Daly had 2. Marcus Rabb had 3. Quentin Stevens had 7. Eli Hoffman had 11. And Toby Tiki and Alex Shackelford had 5 each. I don't know if that adds up to 50, but there you go. Connersville Spartans, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in double digits tonight, Fran. Led by Ethan Smith, 16 points. That guy was a monster inside. So was Jacob Brown with 15. Cole Martin had 4 inside as well. And, again, those dishes were by Toby Billups and Clay Garrison getting inside, getting the ball inside of our big guys. Josh Williams came off the bench, chipped in 2. Garrett Wicks had 6. Toby Billups had 8. 6 from behind the line. Clay Garrison had 11 all. Actually, Toby and Clay, all of their points came in the second half. So Clay had 11 second half points, and Jonah Graham, 4 threes for 12. And I assume that adds up, and hopefully it adds up to 74 points. Unbelievable. What a great complete out.
Well, first time this season the Spartans have put that many points on and balanced scoring again. And
yeah.
I know the coaching staff is very happy when they see that.
Well, when you have 4 of your 8 guys who score in double digits, that's very balanced scoring.
Yes.
But this was a game that was very elementary, pounded inside. Pounded inside. We had 35 points came from our bigs inside. Yeah. 35 of our 74 points came in from our bigs inside. It was just incredible. Our guards were finding them.
Yeah, the offense really clicking tonight. 15-8 was the first quarter score. The Spartans in front, and they went 31-22 at halftime. 50-33 after 3, and 74-50 is the final score. South Dearborn falls to 3-4, 1-1 in the conference. The Spartans 6-0, 2-0 in the conference.
Yep.
This Spartan game on TV3 has been brought to you by American Heritage Realty, by George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Reed Health Connersville, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor.
This game has also been brought to you by FCN Bank, Folis Flooring, Mancino Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wessel Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, and the Ice Center of Connersville.
We hope all you Spartan fans enjoyed tonight's game here on TV3. It's always a pleasure for us to be bringing you the game.
Absolutely.
Justin Roberts is our technical guy, and for Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schummel, and saying from the South Dearborn Gym in Aurora, Indiana. Good luck, everybody. The final score again, 74 Connersville, 50 South Dearborn. Good night, everybody.